Hello, I'm Nayaswami Jyotish, and I'm going to share with you what I found to be a very, very helpful blog. This is from one of the blogs from our collection, Touch of Peace. It's called Do What You Can. I had an insight in meditation a few days ago. I'm sure these flashes must come to you also when your mind is calm and open. I was trying to deepen my concentration and failing. This is a common hurdle for all meditators. Even Paramahansa Yogananda's thoughts were, quote, distributed like leaves in a storm, end quote, a few minutes before his guru gave him his first experience in cosmic consciousness. It would be time well spent to read or reread that account in Autobiography of a Yogi. It's in the chapter, An Experience in Cosmic Consciousness. The insight that came to me was this. I couldn't control my restless mind at that moment, but there were many things that I could control. I could control whether or not I sat to meditate, and what techniques I would practice. I could also determine, though a little exertion of willpower, how long I would sit, and whether I would keep my body still. I could go on, but you get the point. When the goal is difficult or subtle and beyond your control, don't give up. Do what you can, and don't worry about the rest. A journey of 1,000 miles is made up of millions of small steps. Take the steps that are within your capacity, always stretching yourself a little so that you don't get complacent. We are in Delhi now, and this weekend we're launching a 3-day course, Living the Gita. With the help of a great support team, we've been preparing for nearly a year. This course represents a whole new direction for Ananda because it is designed to reach a much broader audience, those who want to improve their lives and circumstances, but are not yet ready to identify themselves as devotees or even as potential devotees. Yet they do realize that any lasting change will come from inner transformation and deeper understanding. During one of the days, we will present a segment called The Integrated Person. It is designed to help people see themselves as complex individuals with a body, mind, and emotions, and a soul. If we are really wanting to improve our consciousness, we must work on all levels of our being. As you can see in the graphic, there are 4 levels: physical energy, mental, emotional, and spiritual. As a rule, changes are easier to make on a grosser level than on more subtle ones. We start with diet, exercise, sleep, and clean living because everyone can see these things. Energy, mind, and emotions, and soul are subtler and generally require techniques that bridge us from the obvious to the more subtle. During the course, we have worked with techniques such as pranayama, energization, affirmation, introspection, and visualization. Why? Because we can. Keep working at your goals. There are divine pearls of love and joy hidden deep within each of us. Yes, we must keep diving, but don't expect to reach the depths on your first dive, or even on your 1,000th. If we just keep doing what we can with commitment and sincerity, we will all reach God's boundless bliss. Enjoy, Nayaswami Jyotish. So, this essence of this is that if we live in an ideal world. Oh, I should do this, or I should be such a perfect person, or I should always have deep meditations. Whatever that ideal is, nobody can live up to the ideal. And so if we use an ideal and then we can't live up to that, if we use that as an excuse to quit, then we're done for, at least with that effort. I've often thought that it is really unfair. The magazines and the internet, they ought to be punished badly for using such perfect models. You know, I don't know, when you have a perfect woman with the perfect face, and then on top of that it's been heavily photoshopped, and you look at that and you say, that's what I should look like. If I only dieted, that's what I would look like. Well, it's unrealistic. They've chosen one person out of 10 million people to use as the model. And if we use that as our ideal and we say, oh, that's what I should be like, and then we decide that, well, I can't make the grade and we quit, what good does it do us? Let's be realistic. Let's just do what we can. If we're going to try to improve our health or improve our diet or improve exercise, take a little baby step and do what you can and then do that. It's much more effective than dreaming about doing a giant leap and then not doing it. And so, as I said, a journey of 1,000 miles takes a lot of these little steps. But those little steps, every one of them, is within our capacity. And so just decide today, in fact, this hour, whatever you're going to try to do, just take one step toward it. Do what you can. Forget the ideal and accept the fact that your journey is going to take time and it's going to take effort. But that effort does not need to be overwhelming. It's the effort needed to take one small step. All of us can do that. God bless you.